What's going on YouTube? This is Hero Stormwolf and welcome back to another Skyrim mods video. This time we're going to be taking a look at a mod called World's Dawn, Enchanted Loot and RPG Attributes in Skyrim. What this mod does is distributes newly added enchanted items such as things as fear, frost, poison, things like that into Skyrim and puts it on different weapons and armor and stuff like that. To give you a more general number, it adds 135 new armor effects and 48 new weapon effects. Quick example here is the weapon effect here for the axe that I picked up. It does 9 points of damage to stamina and half that to magic. It applies a poison debuff and does 6 shock damage to both health and half that to magicka, and a -4 physical damage reduction per hit for 6 seconds. You'll find items like this and much more. This also goes along with things such as armor. In order to activate this mod, once you install it, go to the mod configuration menu, and under the World's Dawn tab, you will see settings. Make sure you have enabled mod checked, and if you want to increase the frequency that you find items, you can set it to high. Vice versa, if you want to decrease the chance of finding items, set them to low. Same thing with tempered items, such as items that are improved to find, or higher tier items, as I forget the names of them are off the back, such as rare or fine or things like that. And if you want to change the name of items, either you can have them stay the vanilla name, such as the iron sword. If you want to have them named by quality, such as a rare iron sword or a fine iron sword, or if you want to use RPG style naming convention, which can be the dragon's toenail of death and destruction, something like that. Anyway, you can also increase the find rate of these items if you want to increase them higher or lower, things like that. You can, you can also add them to regular clothing, jewelry, have vendors sell them if you wish. And these are just hotkeys that you can mess around with. You also have them in treasure chest if you wish. Attributes. Here, you will be able to add attributes to your character, which gives you buffs depending on which attributes you pick. But every time you level up, you'll get a new ability point. As you can see here, I'm level 4, so I have 4 ability points. These can be put into things such as strength, endurance, agility, dexterity, intellect, wisdom, and personality. Anyone who's played a traditional RPG will pretty much get the gist of what these things do. But just for the sake of the video, I will go over a brief description of what these do. Strength. Strength is a very important attribute for a warrior and increase the damage you are able to inflict with all weapons. Your powerful strikes cause more critical hits to deal more damage, and you're able to take more hits yourself with increased health. Endurance. Endurance improves your chances of survival, providing damage mitigation and extra carry weight for your vital equipment. Your stamina is increased and will also recover more quickly, so you continue with your adventures. Agility. Agility is useful for a thief, allowing you to move more quickly and make items seem to weigh less when carried. And marksman will also a marksman will greatly benefit from agility with increased range damage, and your noble movements grant you a higher critical hit chance. Dexterity. Dexterity is the ideal attribute for an assassin, increasing the damage dealt with one-handed weapons and ranged weapons. You are able to take advantage of an opponent's weak spots, increasing your critical damage, and you can perform power attacks at a reduced stamina cost to quickly eliminate your target. Intellect. Intellect is essential for a mage hoping to master their powers, grant you a larger magical pool, whilst also increasing its regeneration rate. Your spells are also more damaging, and you're a fast learner, gaining experience more quickly. Wisdom. Wisdom comes with experience, and you'll learn to make the most of your abilities, gaining more magicka and significantly improving its regeneration rate. You cast spells efficiently with a more reduced magic cost, you cast spells effectively with a reduced magic cost, and you've also learned how to protect yourself, giving you magic damage mitigation. Personality. Personality is a very useful gift in the often harsh lands of Skyrim, and your charm gets you better deal with merchants. You're able to make the most of opportunities with your uncanny luck, and you'll find more gold and magic items in your travels. These items will also be likely more powerful. If you want to read through these in the mod page, they're a little bit more descriptive, things like that. To simply apply 1 of your points, just select what you want. For here, we'll go to Wisdom, Intellect, and personality. And as you see here, once you increase it, you'll get a numeric value of exactly what this applies to your character. So in the terms of personality, I get a 0.5% chance of better prices, 1.5% more gold found on corpses, 1.5 or 1.2 increased magical item find, and stuff like that, so on and so forth. Augmentation. Augmentation allows you to power up your already augmented items with more, with not more powerful items, but increases the overall potency of those enhancements. For example, here my chest piece, it has fortified stamina, which is it gives you more stamina in terms of a flat out number and a percentage. If I want to increase that, I can use 3 augmentation items. One is a augmenting gem, an augmenting crystal, and an augmenting stone. Gems do less than crystals, and crystals do less than stones. I have a crystal, so equip the crystal, and you can see here's the old value, and here will be the new value. Oh, excuse me, I don't have an augmentation crystal. 1 second. Sorry about that. I didn't have a augmenting crystal or stone on me. I thought I did. So choose the augmenting stone. As I said before, you will have the flat out attribute beforehand and the newly increased attribute. I'm having brain farts. Once you have the item that you want to augmentate and the augmenting stone, crystal, or gem, simply choose augmentate or augment, excuse me. The item will unequip from your body. Simply find the item again. As you can see here, you will have the increased stats on that item. Just to give a little demonstration again, just so you can have a more visual representation. Right now I have a flat out 13 increase to stamina and a 12% increase to stamina. Go back to the mod configuration. Augmenting. Back to body. We'll use another augmenting stone. And as you can see here, from 13 to 12, it will increase to 17 to 16. Choose augment. Same thing will happen again. It will unequip from my body. And as you can see here, you have the new stats. Now, there's also something else that you can do. You can choose to absorb items. Now, absorbing is a little bit different from augmentation. When you absorb an item, you will destroy the item, and you gain the chance of getting an augmentation crystal, or augmenting crystal, excuse me. Just remember, whatever item that you want to either augment or you want to decrease, you have to actually equip that armor. So in this case here, I'm going to equip this Imperial armor, and I'm going to absorb this one. So I choose body. As you can see here, I have the Shade Somber Imperator armor. That's a really long, dumb name. And go to absorb. Now, whenever you absorb an item, the higher your intellect and personality is, the better chance you will succeed. Mine's pretty low, so I highly doubt I'll succeed. You'll hear that sound. The item that you absorbed will be destroyed, and either you'll get a chance to earn scrap or an augmentation crystal. Because I have scrap, that means I failed in the absorbing augmentation. This mod also comes with new new potions such as the Elixir of Agility, Elixir of Dexterity, Elixir of Intelligence, so on and so forth. When you take these will permanently increase the attribute that it will be named. So now, if I go back to my stats here, actually make sure the mod went in place. Well, generally, it's supposed to increase your overall. It's supposed to increase the attribute that you've picked. Unfortunately, I guess it didn't work here. I will look into that. If you want a brief character overview of all the things that you've increased or decreased, or your resistances, you can go to the character overview, and this will give you a generalization of everything you've done. For example, because I increased my intellect, I have higher magic regeneration, and magic per second is reduced down by 0.3. My movement speed's a little bit faster. I have a better chance of critical hits, and my critical damage is a little bit higher, so on and so forth. Anyone who is familiar with traditional RPG elements will know exactly what these percentages and these items are, these percentages, and what the percentages is going towards. Now, there's a bit more to this mod, but I highly suggest you download and try it out for yourself. For as far as I know, this is compatible with things such as Skyrim and the Perma mod. So definitely check those out if you use those mods. If you like the mod, I highly recommend you endorse it, share it with your friends. If you like this video or you found it a little bit helpful, leave a like and pass it along with your friends as well. It definitely helps me out. And then endorsing the mod, of course, helps out the author and gives more eyes to the mod itself so more people can check it out. I will catch you guys next time. Later.